Contrary to popular belief, there's actually never been a better time to start your online coaching business, especially with everything that's going on in the world, than there is right now. This year is your year. If you've been thinking about starting a coaching business, you should absolutely do it. So in this video, I'm going to teach you everything that you need in order to launch your coaching business in 2020. Stay tuned. So now more than ever is a great opportunity to start a coaching business to help people achieve their goals. I know that there's a lot going on with the pandemic and the virus, but also that means more people are working from home, they're staying from home, but they're still having those personal development needs, those fitness needs, those finance needs, those business needs, but they don't have the direct interaction that we typically get with conferences and different events in order to achieve those goals. So that's why coaching is such an amazing opportunity, particularly online coaching, but you can't just say, oh, I'm going to start an online coaching business and then that's it. There's a few things that you need in order to launch your coaching business. And so in this video, I'm going to go over exactly what all of those things are so that you can get them in place and launch your successful coaching business right away. Okay, the first thing you need to launch a coaching business in 2020 is you need an impressive and timely result. So by this, what I mean is think about what you've achieved in your own life that is impressive to people. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be impressive to everybody, but if it's something that people repeatedly ask you about, that's a good sign that it's an impressive result. But you also want to think about results that are really timely. So what's something that you've achieved that people are looking to achieve right now, particularly with everything that's going on in the world? For instance, if you're a fitness coach and you were able to maybe, lose the baby weight from home because you had children and you weren't able to go to the gym, then that's super timely in 2020 because now more than ever, people are at home. So think about the results that you've gotten in your life, but think about the results that people specifically want in this day and age with everything that's going on in the world and focus on building a coaching business around that. The second thing you need in order to launch a coaching business in 2020 is a methodology or a framework. So it's one thing to be able to say, hey, I've achieved this thing, but you have to ask yourself, do you have a proven pathway to help other people achieve that as well? So in the previous example, I said maybe you're a new fitness coach and you got into this because you're a new mom and you were able to drop the baby weight at home. Now, maybe you just kind of in your head made up different, fitness routines and kind of instinctively knew what to eat in order to get back to your pre-baby weight, but are you going to be able to communicate that with somebody else? If not, you really need to focus on developing a framework out of your results or a methodology or a process, a system, whatever you want to call it, so that you can then build coaching programs around that. And not just coaching programs in the sense of working with people one-on-one, but as I said, in 2020, everything's going virtual, all of us are at home. You really want to use that framework in order to develop online courses, audio programs, audio books, ebooks, mini courses, video masterclasses. I mean, the sky's the limit. It can really go beyond just your typical one-on-one coaching relationship. Now, the third thing you need to launch a successful coaching business in 2020 is you have to have an attractive brand, period. I don't care what anyone says. I know there are a lot of people out here saying, oh, your brand doesn't really matter. You don't need professional stuff. Now, granted, you don't need professional branding. You can use tools like Canva in order to design really attractive looking graphics. There's all kind of stock photography websites out right now. And then you can get a lot of graphic design done inexpensively, especially if you're willing to outsource it overseas or perhaps get an intern. However you do it, you do need an attractive brand. So I always tell people you want to make sure that you're getting professional photos done. And if you can't hire a professional photographer or, you're kind of skittish about, going out of the house with everything that's going on in the world, depending on whether you're watching this, then make sure that you're ordering a good camera off of Amazon and at least taking those pictures or having your spouse or partner or whomever take those pictures for you. But you do need good, attractive branding. So it doesn't have to be professional in the sense that it was done by a professional, but it does need to be professional quality in the sense that it looks good and it is attractive. Why? Well, because now more than ever, everybody's getting online, and not just other online coaches, but other online businesses in general. And so while it's a great opportunity, it also means it's a great opportunity for there to be a lot of noise in the marketplace. And so more and more people won't even consider you, and they definitely won't give you any money if your brand looks kind of janky. So it needs to be top notch. It needs to look attractive. You don't have to spend buku bucks on it or even hire a professional, but you do need to use tools and technology that allows you to create an attractive brand. That's a non-negotiable. But before we get into the rest of the tips, I want to hear from you. In 2020, are you launching your coaching practice? I'm curious. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Okay, the next thing you need in order to launch your coaching business is 2020 is some sort of lead capture system. So in sales speak, a lead is someone who is interested in your program or product or service and is a good prospective client. And so you need a way in order to capture the contact information of people who are good potential customers or clients for whatever it is you're offering in your coaching business. So with us going online and the whole world going online, there are a lot of great online lead capture systems, right? So you can use landing pages where people can enter in their name and email address in exchange for maybe a free consultation with you, or a downloadable PDF, or a video, or some sort of content that they can access for free that's related to whatever you do. You give that in exchange for their name and email address because you want a way to follow up with them. So a lot of people are super focused on growing their social media following, which is not a bad thing. You know, you definitely want to work on that at the same time. But the downfall of social media is, one, social media is super crowded. So they scroll and they see, you know, your post, but then they scroll and see everybody else's post. So you're competing with a lot of noise on social media. But then also, you don't really have access to follow up with people on social media. It's a matter of if the algorithm is going to show your post the next day or not. So you want a lead capture system that will allow you to collect people's email addresses or their phone numbers or whatever, so that you can follow up with them and then let them know what you have to offer, and then hopefully turn them into a client. And speaking of lead capture system, you can't have a lead capture system without client attracting content. So in addition to a lead capture system that allows you to collect the names and email addresses and what have you, you need content that's going to be worthwhile, where someone will even want to give you their name and email address. And so by content, I mean, again, those freebies that you could be offering, but also your Instagram posts, your YouTube videos, your podcasts, your LinkedIn articles. You need content that is not only good and about your subject matter, but you need content that specifically is going to attract potential clients, because not everybody who is interested in what you have to offer is necessarily a good client. And so if you're curious about how to create client attracting content, I actually have a free cheat sheet that you can download at the link below in order to get access to that, and that walks you through my process of coming up with topics and different content ideas that your target market is looking for, so that you can attract those potential clients. So those are the 5 tools that you need in order to launch your coaching business in 2020. I hope this was super helpful for you. If so, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you'll get notified when my next video is coming out. I also post a lot more tips and go even more in depth on my Instagram. So you can go check me out at instagram.com/CourtneyLSanders. Share this video with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.